Do you believe that Romo should be playing on Sunday?
If he can finish the game, then he should play. Now, that's the question the coach is going to have to ask him. Can you finish the game? Because right now, they're sitting in position to try to win this division. They're playing a team that's 1-8. I can see they're reluctant to play Whedon in the fact that he's 5-16 as a starter. But they're playing a team that's 1-8, as I mentioned before, and there's a reason they're 1-8. The Dallas Cowboys are a better team than Jacksonville. Now, they've got to be concerned with Jacksonville's ability to rush the quarterback. They're third in the National Football League, 27 sacks. And you got to be able to trust Tony Romo in this sense that he can't play hero ball if he's going to play. In other words, he can't try to extend the play. Now, you got to protect him from himself. You got to go a lot of 7-man protection. And if you're going to open the formation up, it has to be 3-step, throw the ball out of my hand. And then you got to rely on the runner. This Jacksonville team is 24th versus the run. Dallas Cowboys are the number 1 team running the football. And for the last 2 weeks, for some reason, I don't know why, but Skip knows because this is his football team, along with Jerry's. They've only run DeMarco Murray 19 times. When he carries a 20 or more, they're 17-1. Don't they understand the number 20 or more times, and you win football games with this guy? So I think you got to lean that way. But I would be reluctant to play him because really, you should be able to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, well, I believe that.
I would think, but maybe they don't feel that way.
I believe Stephen Jones said that they didn't want to necessarily give DeMarco the ball too much. That was their concern.
Are you trying to get in the playoffs or not?
Run them to the playoffs.
I gave it to Larry Johnson 416 times, and Curtis Martin carried it 371 times.
There you go. Run to the playoffs, Skip Bayless. Your take. Should Tony Romo play or not?
I want to commend Herm Edwards for what he said a couple of weeks back on our show, and I'm glad he just reiterated the point that he did basically jump on the back of Larry Johnson and then Curtis Martin, or vice versa, and run all the way to the playoffs. And that's how I feel about DeMarco Murray. I think you can load him up and ride him hard all the way home. Now, as Herm also said, I'm a lifelong Cowboy fan. Maybe I don't have any objectivity here. I'm trying to be objective, Coach, because the last 2 games, you know what happened against the Redskins on Monday night. It seemed like they blitzed almost every down. And as you well know, Coach, the blitz can be very effective against the run as well as the pass. So they were daring Dallas to throw the football, and Tony Romo was healthy for much of that game and played his worst game by far of the year. And then against Arizona blitzes a lot. Arizona had given up the most passing yards in the National Football League. So, again, dare Brandon Whedon to throw, and he couldn't throw it. He has absolutely no rapport with the Des Bryant, who was his teammate in Stillwater, Oklahoma, at Oklahoma State. And I thought Stillwater runs deep, but apparently it doesn't run deep between those two, which brings us back to Tony Romo. I am extremely conflicted about this because as I watched Tony Romo live on SportsCenter earlier today, he said he was sore. He said he was uncomfortable. He looked like he was walking gingerly. He had to lean and sort of support himself on the podium as he spoke. These are all really bad signs to me. I'm not sure he can finish the game. I'm not sure we would get 50% of Tony Romo or 20%. Or, I don't know, 75%. But, Coach, he said everybody's playing hurt by this point in the season. He said everybody has to suck it up and play. His offensive line is getting much healthier this time, which would bode well. Maybe they could protect him a little better. But you brought up the great point, which is third most sacks, at least tied for third, of the Jacksonville Jaguars. They are only 24th against the run, so maybe it's got to be a DeMarco game. But whoever's going to play is going to have to win this game, Coach, because this is do or die if you're going to have a successful season. If you blow this game with Brandon Whedon at quarterback, I'm done, man. I was out on the limb with my prediction, win the NFC East. Well, I got little to no chance if they blow a game in London to a Jacksonville team that did win one game, crushed the Cleveland Browns at home, a shocker. Denard Robinson's playing great right now. The last 3 games, he's averaging 100 yards a game. So I'm scared of the game. I hope Romo can go, but as you make the point, do you want to waste him for the rest of the year if he gets hurt again, which it seems like it has high probability? So I'm conflicted. Jerry's going to pressure Romo, it sounds like, to play. I assume he's going to try. And then I'm not a doctor, so I don't know how much of Romo we can actually expect.
All right, Skip, you say that you're conflicted. That's probably a good way to describe the situation for the Cowboys. Stephen A. Smith, I'm going to send it to you in Michigan. Should Romo play or not?
First of all, I'm not conflicted. I'm entertained. I'm entertained by Skip Bayless and the panic mode he seems to be in. And to be quite honest with you, Coach Herm Edwards, I dare say I'm relatively disappointed in you, my man. You know, you guys are absolutely comical. The Dallas Cowboys are 6-3. Yes, they have lost 2 straight. But last time I checked, DeMarco Murray's on their squad, Des Bryant is on their squad, Jason Witten is on their squad, Terrence Williams is on their squad, and even without Doug Free, this is an offensive line that is still considered elite. And here are both of you guys acting like it's time to push the panic button because you're about to go up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. As far as I'm concerned, both of you should be ashamed of yourselves. You're talking about running Marco Murray into the ground. The fact of the matter is the Dallas Cowboys shouldn't have to do that to beat Jacksonville. Skip Bayless sitting there, I'm not a surgeon, I don't know. You don't need to be because Tony Romo shouldn't be in London to begin with. He should not be playing. He should not have even made the trip. The Dallas Cowboys should have been able to handle their business without him. And the fact that they need him there and playing, bad back and all, in London, England, the UK, that's Cowboy S-U-K, by the way. It is unbelievable that you guys are sitting up here talking about run him, run him, run him. This is what you got to do. And I don't know, Coach. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm not a surgeon. Unbelievably pathetic. But why am I not surprised? The subject is the Cowboys after all, so it's apropos.